Hi, in this video, I want to talk about the most common topic that I hear from my current or potential customers is building a data catalog before you actually do the LIMS implementation. And this is a really important concept because with LLMs coming into the picture, a lot of my clients, they want to build a graph database or some sort of training data set that they can easily ingest downstream into large language models. So for example, if I'm doing a research or if I'm doing drug discovery or proteomics work or getting data from like mass spectrometry instruments, I want to make sure that my data catalog is prepared properly. So I can index it, I can have metadata associated with it, and I can also be able to analyze that downstream and easily use that as a training data set before I implement lab information management system. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the best practices and also show you how Scispot sets you up for success from day one. Unlike old school LIMS, where all of this becomes like a painful process of 6 months to 1 year. So before I get into the Scispot features, some of the key things that I recommend when I have these conversations is metadata creation, like make sure that you describe your data set, you label it correctly. Discoverability and searchability, like is your data prepared for indexing? And then having some sort of governance around it. So this is where lab sheets come in the picture, where think of lab sheet as a scientific tables, which act more like a data connectivity tissue. So Scispot build lab sheet by understanding that workflows in biology, in chemistry are like evolve as your companies evolve. And you want to make sure that your data model is not only like flexible, but you have governance also figured out. So it's like in the old school LIMS, it used to be like two end of the spectrum where one end is like flexibility, the second end is like making it like governed, strict. And that's where we're trying to build the balance between the two using lab sheets. And then as you build your data lake as a central repository, make sure like you have some sort of rich media integration, whether that comes from the microscope images or that comes from data binary files that you get from the instruments. And I think compliance and traceability becomes really important because as you have handoffs between different systems, from let's say instrument to plate maps to like experiment metadata, you want to make sure that these handoffs do not break your chain of custody. So yeah, I have this article that I'm going to add in the comments of the video, which you can like read. But let's get into like Scispot itself. So within Scispot, we offer a scientific table called lab sheets, which can basically connect data from your instruments to your plate map to your actual metadata. You can create lab sheets from scratch, or you can use one of the templates. So Scispot offers like data dictionary or templates, or call them data catalog for different types of data. So Scispot understands through AI that, hey, you're getting plate map or you're getting data from qPCR instrument, and we recommend data dictionary based on the source from your data producers, right? And then once you get the data, you can connect it within Scispot itself. So either you can use AI to automatically recommend what type of connections would make sense, or you can build your own connections as you upload the data itself. So any of these columns can be like connected together as you're building that data dictionary. So let's take an example of like the one where I have this already set up. So let's look at the sample run. Within the sample run, let's say I have a sample ID and I want to link this with protein or peptides. I can do that. So I can set up my another kind of lab sheet called protein manager or peptide manager. And I can also like bring data from CROs. If you collaborate with CROs a lot, you can build the connections and be able to like build this whole chain of custody within the lab sheet itself. And the cool thing is you can then run like Python scripts on top of this using the embedded Jupyter Hub. And the end goal is to basically help customers build their complete chain of custody in a graph database that can be accessed through the API. So you can ingest this into the large language model as well. I hope this video was helpful at a high level. I just wanted to talk about compliance, traceability, and how different ontologies within Scispot can be connected as you build your own graph database. Thank you for watching.